Hello, how are you? Good morning, Ikram, Katie, and Alec. Katie, we have today very interesting guest, and
That's
he
nice.
has interesting product for the real estate industry.
Mm-hmm.
We're just waiting for people to join, and he will give us a little presentation about it.
Well, for me, it's just 2 minutes, right? So I don't
Sure,
have
go ahead.
slides.
I can read.
You don't mind?
Okay.
Okay.
Ikram is a gentleman. Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We will
Yes,
just-
maybe I just do something else. This is your like official thing. Then you can do you within your.
No,
company.
it's only 2 minutes. Just
Oh yeah,
wait.
sure, sure.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I will share on Instagram, right? Okay, now I will put it there. Okay, we are. So now Katie can share.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, we are live now.
Okay. Should I roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Natalia, for the floor time. Good morning, First ABC team, fellow clients of First ABC and potential prospects. My name is Katie Shen. I'm a mortgage broker from RTC Mortgage. And today, just like we were discussing last week, I will share the changes related to home equity line of credit and financial products called combined loan plans, loans with the shared equity features and reverse mortgages. There were changes announced back on June 28th last year by Office of Superintendent of Financial Institutions. We call it OSFI in the industry. And OSFI is positioning this change as a necessary step to reduce consumer outstanding debt. And they are following certain regulations on implementation dates for federally regulated lenders. So the implementation dates are the end of October 31st this year for those financial institutions which fiscal year ends at the end of October, and December 31st for those with the fiscal year which ends on December 31st. Consumers with this type of product, CLPs or HELOCs, will only experience changes in their product structure after their renewal dates. For most borrowers using the CLP, these changes will have no effect on the way that they use their products. For those who owe more than 65% LTV or blended product, there will be a gradual period where a portion of their principal payments will go towards reducing their overall mortgage amount until it reaches 65% threshold on the original loan. And it will not be readvanceable. So this will typically happen the next time borrowers renew their CLP product, and that's after the end of October or December this year, depending on the lender and their fiscal year. So just to reiterate and summarize the change, I will go over it again. So monthly payment requirements for consumers will not increase due to this change, and new home buyers will remain unaffected. So if you're purchasing a home and you're borrowing 80% of home value with a portion of a HELOC, this change will not affect you. You still can borrow 80%, but gradually the loan will be reduced to 65%. Uninsured real estate secured lending, RESL, involves residential mortgages with down payment of 20%, just like I said. And combined loan plans, CLPs or HELOC or reverse mortgage, are typically a mix of traditional amortized mortgage and revolving line of credit. For borrowers surpassing 65% LTV, a portion of their principal payment will gradually reduce the overall CLP borrowing limit down to 65% threshold. And implementation dates, even though the change was announced last year, it is either October 31st this year or December 31st, depending on the lender and their borrower's renewal dates. So if you are not renewing your mortgage yet, you won't be affected yet, but upon renewal, this change will be applicable. Any questions?
Yeah, what exactly changed? It means everybody have to have equity 35%?
So the limit was 80% for blended product in the past. They will reduce it down to 65 blended. In the past, HELOC was 65, and the rest could be mortgage up to 80. Now the blended will be 65. And then if you're paying monthly mortgage, you will pay into, in the past, you could pay only interest on a HELOC. Now that portion you pay towards amortized portion. They will take part of the principal. Instead of reducing your balance on amortized, they will reduce your HELOC.
Really? So if
Yeah.
someone have 100% HELOC, how it's gonna happen?
It cannot be 100. Well, you mean 100% of 80 cannot be.
Some people have, right?
If they have only HELOC, no amortized portion, it is 65 already. So they are fine. But if they have blended product up to 80%, that they will be gradually reduced to 65, and it will not re-advance back up until up to 80. So they can take second mortgage, they can take different product, but it won't be re-advanceable up to 80. They will shrink it to 65.
Wow, this would be very difficult for aggressive investors who has.
Well, that's the aim, right? To slow down the expansion of real estate portfolios. But the funny part is that it doesn't apply to new purchases. So if a client is buying right now with this program, they still can go ahead and buy. It's just upon renewal in 5 years, they will get into that group where loan will be reduced.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I guess William missed all funny part. And here we have several new people join on Instagram. Maybe can you quickly repeat for them?
Yeah, sure. I can go over it just to summarize, right? So
yeah.
For those guys who just noticed, I will just reiterate what we've discussed. We were talking about the changes applicable for home equity line of credits and combined loan plans type of financial product. So the change which was announced last year in June, on June 28th, by Office of Superintendent of Financial Institutions will be applicable for those mortgages which are renewing this year and have a blended product. And implementation dates will be October, the end of October this year or December, depending on what is the end of the fiscal year for your bank. So monthly payment requirements for consumers will not increase due to this change. The payment amount is the same. New home buyers will remain unaffected, but uninsured real estate secured lending involves residential mortgages with a down payment 20%. That's what we consider a part of this change. So combined loan plans, that's typically a mix of traditional amortized mortgage and revolving line of credit, HELOC, and borrowers who have more than 65% of a blended product will have a change in the payment structure. So the bank will use a portion of their principal payment towards HELOC to implement gradual reduction of the HELOC portion down to 65% threshold. So the payment won't go into principal amount but towards the HELOC. And as I said, implementation dates are upon renewal, either October 31st or December 31st. The exact amount which will be used towards the HELOC payment will be calculated by the bank. So if you have any questions, you should either receive a letter, if you're renewing, receive a letter from the bank by now, where they will calculate exact amount which will be paid towards HELOC, or you can reach out to your bank and ask them what is the specific amount for your specific mortgage.
Okay, thank you. Very good information. Become easier and easier, huh?
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, happy long weekend. That's our upcoming Labor Day in BC. And happy long weekend to everybody, guys. And I'm hoping to see you next Tuesday. I'm not exactly sure because I don't know what my load will be after the long weekend. Typically, a lot of clients call over the long weekend. But otherwise, we'll touch base in the week.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you, Katie.
Bye-bye. So we now have Ikram Pasha. He's gonna present his product to us, which is very interesting too.
Hello.
Hi.
FSB team. Good morning, everybody. So this is a great innovative patent technology that we developed in Calgary, Alberta. What happens is that most of the time, the fire alarms and extinguisher and all other things cannot contain the fire. If the fire is started, they have to wait for the fire, fire people, fire brigade, or, to come. The fire trucks will reach 10 minutes to half an hour. At that time, the fire has already expanded to the different parts of the house. So the idea is not only depending on the extinguisher or the alarms are waiting for the fire department to come over and try to put out the fire. We have a product. They have developed these techie panels, or you can say floors also, which will be used in the house, the areas where is most chances of getting the fire. So, for example, kitchen, yeah, it's a good place. The furnace area in the basement, or the fireplace in the living room. These are the three most common areas where you get the fire started. So once it gets started, unfortunately, the material we are using in Canada is very prone to fire, because they put the insulation inside, and once the fire reaches that, then it separates all the roof and other sides, and it mostly is wood. So what they have done is that they've developed these boards, floor, techie panels, and also they're going to introduce some sprays to the surface of different areas where you feel there is a danger of fire. Also, don't forget that lightning from the sky can also start fire. So it is something not in your control. Guards Act. Unfortunately, most of the insurance companies, they don't cover it, but you suffer. Once the fire spreads, then it's very difficult to contain, as most of the places are, far from the fire department, or the areas have not much access, or water supply, some areas is very limited. in certain parts of Canada and also USA. So this is a good solution, and they say that prevention is better than cure. So what happens when the fire department comes? You can go and check it. They, to put a fire, they destroy almost the whole house. The way they do it with the, all these tools they're using, they break the windows, smash the glasses, the doors are destroyed, they put water, the house gets flooded. So it's not the fire, but the fire department which causes more damage to the house, unfortunately. So having said that, also some houses have got natural supplies, natural gas, and natural gas is also sometimes there's a leakage, or somebody comes and starts a cigarette and the house gets on fire because there's a leakage from the natural gas, especially in the furnace area. And also don't forget that when you are putting your car inside the garage, sometimes if you keep it running, it may also start a fire, because sometimes the fumes coming out of the gas tanks and the car are prone to catch fire, and you start um, a cigarette or something which can stimulate that, the fire can be started. Also, some you can check on the Google. There's some people who are filling the gas at the gas station, and they have a cell phone, and there is some electromagnetic effect or something effect which causes the fire to start. Even there is no fire, but you're filling your tank, and you have a cell phone, and something happens. So these are the different reasons that we can catch the fire. Unfortunately, when the fire starts, it's the insurance, they try to pay you less and less, and your damage is not fully covered, whatever they pay. So you have to be careful in the fine prints, which nobody reads. When you get the insurance policy for the house, for the property, for the building, nobody looks at the fine print. They just sign and go, and they say that just paying $2,000 a year or more than that for the house, they are secure and they will not get any problem. But as a matter of fact, there's a lot of obligations, responsibilities, precautions as a landlord or the owner of the house that you have to take. And if you fail to take those precautions, they have the right to, not to pay or uh, refuse the claim. So these are the things which I wanted to bring to the table. FSB is a big company, real estate, very established, and you guys are doing very well. I wish you all the success. And as far as what is in for me, yeah, that is also very important. But again, these technology, these products are from project to project, and depending also the availability and the delivery we can do, because we already have in line some projects, so we have to complete. And just to let you know that our company is fully accredited and recognized by Canadian Armed Forces. So we are engaged right now to supply to the Canadian Armed Forces for their bases and for their construction sites in different areas, including uh, Nunavut, Northern Territories, Alberta, and BC. Having said that, yeah, there's always opportunity to do business with the right people. So as I said, that we don't have any office in BC right now, and you must have heard about the wildfire situations in BC, in Kelowna and all that areas, and it's not a one-day job. It's always every year you get a lot of problems with the wildfire, and also in the city also we suffer from different incidents of arson and natural causes of fire. As I said, that lightning can cause also fire, and sometimes the insurance doesn't approve your claim for the lightning. So having said that, this is a good product, and there's years of technology and invention and work hard of scientists that we are able to reach at this level, that we can market it and supply to our clients or customers. And if you guys are in real estate, somebody wants a renovation for a big project, some building, some commercial property, that's a very good opportunity to do business, because they are also, by insurance policies, they're required to protect their building from many ways, so that they can protect the building. And also, if you are using our product, you can mention to the insurance company, and your insurance will be reduced to some extent. I believe that once you say that you have got extra expenses putting these panels or floors are related to anything with our technology, you can always convince the insurance underwriters that your insurance per year premium should be reduced. So if you have any question, please feel free to talk to me. I don't want to take much of your time because it is your official meeting, but it's better to spread the words and try to understand what we are promoting. Thank you.
Thank you, Ikram.
Thank you so much. Very interesting and exciting to know about these new products. Yeah. We need it here in BC now, for sure.
So you can see is are well recognized and accredited by different companies, and also with the Ministry of Defense, Canadian Armed Forces. So it's a good product to promote and to work with us. So let us know if you have got something in mind or some project coming. We'll need the blueprint of the project to give you a quote and how we can work with your company and make it happen. Win-win situation.
Okay. Yeah, we will get you in touch with some people that doing those things, so will be much of interest to them.
And also new projects. If somebody is starting a construction project, they have a construction company, they have a property management company, this is all a good tool to use in every aspect of the construction industry. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Ikram.
Bye-bye.
Bye. God bless. Bye.
Okay, so here it is our presentation, and thank you. If any questions, let us know. We will get you in touch with Pasha and Katie.
Okay, so
Bye-bye.
before we go, I have one quick question to Ali. Okay?
Yep.
And
Yeah,
if you
okay,
join meeting with him, he will give more, you know, more
maybe I
tricks.
cannot, not this time, maybe. I cannot
Okay,
join.
he
Yeah,
can
okay.
send after the recording anyways.
And then, so also here, anyway, thank you so much, guys. And then see you next time then.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, I will notify you when I update docs, and I will let you know. I will
Yeah,
keep you.
okay. Yeah, thank you.
So
Yeah.
now, Alex, thank you, William. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for your Cloverdale deal. It was difficult, you
Yeah,
successfully.
it was so much
Success-
frustrating, but anyways, it's done.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Come
Okay,
later
bye.
then. Okay,
Yeah.
bye.